Well, guys, it looks like it actually is fall, almost winter. When it's cold out, you know, Ricky does not like his ears cold. Got the earmuffs on. Hey, want to show you something? Who cares? I want to show you something real quick. As far as care and cleaning in a small area that's easy to overlook that could be a mounting problem on your C8 Corvette. Right underneath the frunk, and it'll be hard to see because when the frunk or the hood or whatever you want to call it is closed, you won't see this area right here by the windshield wiper. And as you can see, that collects all kinds of dirt. It can collect debris, pine needles, leaves, whatever, you know, your car's parked underneath. So this car's been sitting here for a little bit. This is going to Gary in North Carolina, so I'm getting ready to clean that up for him. But if you keep the car outside and it sits around, again, because this is closed, and when it's closed, it'll cover that part up, you really kind of won't see it. So when you're at a car show, you open it up, you'll go, oh, okay. You keep that clean.
Conti vlog on YouTube.
Okay, so let's close this up. As you can see, you can't really see that. Here's another area as I get this car ready to load for Gary. There's a concern as far as cleaning it, and it's stuff that you can't see in the pictures. But this seam, see how there's water sitting there right now, and this little seam on the rear fascia. You can get dust and dirt that'll get caught in there, and that is a real booger to clean. So you got to get in all these little nooks and crannies so your new Corvette is looking awesome. Okay, I got rid of the earmuffs just for a second. I just don't like my ears to be cold. I've got a bonus tip for you. We've got all kinds today. If you're in your C8 Corvette, if you have a 2 and a 3LT package and you hear this noise, what is that? It's the buckle that holds your seatbelt in. It's not clipped in there. So clip that down. It actually holds your seatbelt in like this. Push that down. That sound goes away. All right, this is what I like to see. Corvettes. Chris in California, your car's here. John in Ohio, your hardtop convertible, it's here. But Chuck, Nate, not here. Oh, come on, not another cigarette break. Yes, in fact, well, actually, he's reading the questions for today's show. All right, before we get started today, the apprentice wants to be a part of this, like right now. Hi, Nate.
Hi, guys.
In case you haven't met Nate, there's Nate. And, okay, beat it. More of Nate in upcoming episodes. Should film him trying to get out of here.
Right, I'm gonna have to help you.
You're gonna have to help him.
It's a whole lot easier getting in. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You know, it's been a while since we been on a C7.
Yes, it has.
Did you put the cats back in this one?
Yes, I did.
This thing was like a how does it still sound loud?
It's still pretty throaty. About half of what it was, though.
Fire it up real quick. All right, guys, and welcome to our show. It's great to be here with you. It's great to be with Chuck. And it looks like Nate's all ready for Thanksgiving by hamming it up in front of the camera. Better get used to that. And yeah, we're not going away entirely. Last one in a sense because he and I's schedules right now are incredibly demanding. I mean, we're going into December, which is going to be the busiest month of the year for us. And we've got a lot of things that have to happen for our retail customers. I enjoy it, and don't even think for a second that I'm quitting YouTube. Oh my gosh, no. I love you guys. There's so much more that I want to do because of your support, because of your feedback and your kindness and your thoughtfulness and the fun that we have together just broadcasting to you, with you guys, through and all about this Corvette. Absolutely not, man. I'm not going anywhere, and neither is he. He's a big part of this too. So the Tech Tuesdays have been, I mean, even right now, you're slammed, I'm slammed. I got stuff I need to do. To break away and do these is tough. So that's all I'm saying. Don't count on a Tech Tuesday every Tuesday. But from time to time, we may just pop in, Chuck and I, and start reading some of your questions and doing what we always done. It's just every Tuesday is too hard for us right now. So I do apologize for that. I'm all about consistency on the channel. We've built up a lot of great things going on, and there's some other neat, fun things that I want to do. In fact, the car you were working on yesterday, the white car, finally doing the accessories on that car. Met with Tommy and his wife in my office for an hour and a half. Wonderful people. They're encouraged by our marketing efforts here on YouTube and gave me some great ideas and said, here, Rick, you need to step this to the next level, and talked about collaborations. And I loved his idea. We've got a couple of ideas. I gave him an idea. One you're going to love. And he doesn't. Now, you guys can go ahead and call him. Hey, Mike, Rick was talking about you. Talking about Davenport, the Chevy dude. I got an idea for a collaboration with him. I'm going to need your help on that. It'll be a little bit of a challenge. And I think Mike will be all about it. And I think you guys will enjoy it. I mean, anything we do, I want it to be informative. I want it to be entertaining, and have you guys at least walk away with a smile and go, okay, that's a click that I enjoyed clicking that play button.
Right.
So that was always the intention, you know, because I'm not that YouTuber guy, but I do want to take this. I always take anything I do serious and do well and do better and do more. I have very high aspirations, as I've told you guys. And there's another one, local collaboration idea. So there's going to be some more things like that going on. I've not implemented merchandise that I want to do, but you've got to, in the words of myself, you got to make the most important thing the most important thing. So that's all that post was today in social media, which you can find me on Instagram at Rick Corvette Conti. You can find me on Facebook at Corvette Conti, and my website at CorvetteConti.com. Check those three mediums out for what's going on in the marketplace. If a C8 would back out and come available, you can check those venues, and I'll keep you guys up to date there. But we're going to do vlogs like we always have, and sharing you guys. I feel bad because I have so much fun doing this with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
That when we do a delivery, and I get some guys that'll call and say, hey man, Rick, I know it's been 2-3 months. Is my delivery ever going to be on the vlog? It's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And it's just, my production schedule is as crazy as my retail schedule. So,
oh, yeah.
But that's encouraging to me, knowing that you guys want to be a part of this and you want to share your experience. And I want to make sure that that happens. So a lot of that's coming up. In fact, I got a vlog for you guys tomorrow. 2 send-offs, one to North Carolina, one to Georgia, both red hardtop convertibles. If I didn't mix up and ship the wrong car to the wrong guy, oh my gosh, what a mess that would be. You'll find out tomorrow, and then I got a little flashback for you, and you'll meet my dog live on the channel on Thursday, my little Yorkie. He's a cool dude, so that'll be cool. So kind of a long-winded intro. I do apologize for that, but there's always a lot on my mind. I love, as you see, just turning the camera on and talking to you guys.
Absolutely.
And really, when I reflect back, and you kind of do that this time of the year anyways, but when I think back at just the incredible comments on the channel, the emails, the text messages, the gifts to myself and Chuck included now. Yeah. It just really blows me away and just makes me so proud to be here with you guys. So thank you so much for that support. Again, we are going to continue to be here on YouTube. I just want to do more and get better, but I do have a lot of things that are on our plate right now. So this is going to be kind of our last Tech Tuesday for a while, but like I said, we may just pop back in depending. But I mean, the transition from 20 to 21 is going to be hit the ground running. Normally, January is like one of our slowest months of the year, but I think that's not going to be the case this year. No, not at all. So I just want to thank you too, dude. You're slammed. You've been stressed. You got a lot on your plate, and you're handling all those balls in the air like a professional juggler at the Barnum Bailey Circus, you know what I mean? I mean, seriously. Yeah. And to take the time to sit down, and it's neat how the customers want to hear from us, you know. Sure. 99.9% of the time we're right, but you know, sometimes it's not even just technical stuff. It's just a matter of just answering the question from a human perspective, so you get an idea what's going on. So sure. You can continue to send in questions about your Corvette, problems you might be having, things that you want to know how to use. Let us know. We'd be happy to help. The email address is up on the screen. And don't forget too, even though the Tech Tuesday format is going away for just a little bit, I'll still have vlogs, like I said, we're going to be continuing to do. But at the end of every Tuesday video that we would post, in the event we post a video on Tuesday, we'll finish it up with your beautiful rides, because the cars you send, I mean, we're car guys, man.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
a little goofier than he. He likes looking at pieces, parts. I like looking at the finished product, and I love looking at your car. So the beautiful ride segment is not going away either. Continue to email in pictures of your rides, and thank you for that. So I think we have some questions. This is going to be a little longer show than I thought, but I feel like we are going away and we're ending, but we're really not. We're really busy, and we're always thinking about you guys and thinking about content. And it's pretty. Let me just say this too about him. how you've evolved into the channel. Well, you start to give me ideas, you know, and you'll play little bits and have fun and, hey, let's do this, do that. So that's what this is all about, just the realism and having fun, just kind of cutting up a little bit. I appreciate that. Although I regret right now, I never got to put a cake in your face. Damn it. I didn't get that. Never say never. Hey, all right, starting us off with Tech Tuesday.
All right. Says, love the show. You guys are awesome. My question is, I'm thinking of putting a Pro Charger on my 2016 Z51 with an automatic transmission. What is Chuck's opinion on that? Right now, the car's 100% stock. Well, as long as the car's out of warranty, because obviously a Pro Charger is going to void your powertrain warranty.
Yep.
And the only other things I have to say about that is I've seen them with Pro Chargers on them. They work. Two things you need to think about is when you if you're putting a Pro Charger on and changing the exhaust with long tube headers, you have to wrap the header that goes over top of the starter, and you should bag the starter because that's a lot of heat on that starter.
Yeah, you got to worry about belts and pulleys, and which may come in his kit, but it's not just bolting that sucker on and being done with it.
But yeah, anytime you put long tube headers on, you should wrap the headers and bag the starter to keep the heat away from it.
All right, who'd that come from? Do you have a name on that by chance? Nope. Just a bunch of Todd from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, okay,
there you go. Thank you, Todd.
There we go.
Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the question.
Yep,
dude. Blast from the past on this one. This guy. This comes from David Anderson. He says, the hidden dash cubby on my 19C7 Corvette, so that's where your infotainment screen that goes up and down, guys, is jammed by my iPhone that's stuck behind the screen. Do you have a remedy? You ain't gonna like this one. Go right ahead.
Well, if it drops down at all, we had a guy in here not too long ago that the screen would drop down and give a gap by about that much. And fortunately, I was able to get in there with a clothes hanger and dislodge what was holding it. But if it don't drop down enough to where you have an opening at the top to fish anything down in there, the only choice is to take it out, disassemble it.
There you go, folks. Never seen behind your screen before, like behind the screen. There you go. There it goes. Oh.
Yeah, it's a little big to be in there.
Yeah, it is. It's way too big to be in there. That damn screen down still can't get it out.
Okay.
Yeah, which means you've got to take apart the entire dash, as he did a couple of years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Yep.
There was a gun stuck behind there, and I remember you had like a pry bar in there, and you're playing around with the button and you were trying to get it to open just a little bit so you can get behind there.
Yeah,
it was quite a project.
It's virtually impossible.
And not that I have any sponsorship with the people, but check on Amazon and things like that. They do make a shelf that goes behind there, so it'll give you 2 layers, so that way that phone can't get lodged in there, and allow you to put stuff underneath the shelf, put stuff on top of the shelf, and it won't have a chance to kind of move around in there when you're turning and so forth. So it's more common than you think, and you're just the unfortunate one where the sucker got stuck. So good luck.
All right. I asked this question before, but Chuck provided an answer that was different from the online forums on my 03 Z06.
Oh, that's like a doctor doing your Google search.
Yeah.
My medical degree is better than your Google search.
I wanted to add TPMS to my 2003 Corvette Z06. After adding the sensors to my wheels, I tried to program them through the DIC module. When I got to the remote settings, I didn't have the options for the TPMS sensors. I know I'm in the right place because I did this on my 98 base a few months ago. So on most forums, they say I need to have some program option turned on my Z06 because my Z06 didn't come with it from the factory.
Right.
Can you help me with this? Sensors are new. There might be, you'd have to take it somewhere where they have a Tech 2, and they would have to go into the body control module, and if that setting's even available or in that body control module, they might be able to turn it on. Other than that, there's really nothing you can do, but some of the body control modules did have the option you could turn it on or turn it off.
Okay, good luck, man. Hopefully that helps, and thanks for watching and reaching back out to us. Glad I was able to get to that one on kind of our unofficial last Tech Tuesday show. This one comes from Doug Sims talking about his 2019 hard shift from first to second gear. Rick, I saw the blog talking about the transmission fluid change for the Corvettes. Mine was built after the end of the date of the transmission change under the warranty applies. I've had a hard shift problem from first to second. I'm told by my local dealer that there's a service bulletin that does not apply in my case due to my build date. Do you have any suggestions what I could try? So this doesn't sound like the fluid situation.
No, it don't sound like the rumble strip shutter, no.
Yeah, because that didn't happen from first to second.
No,
that was
happened,
highway speeds.
Yeah, freeway speeds at light throttle.
What do you think's going on with this guy?
Without looking at it or knowing, the only suggestion I might have would be to take it to your dealer and have them reset the transmission taps in it, which is the shifting points, because it's a constant, it's adaptive running transmission.
Yeah.
And if it's learned that hard shift from first to second, you're probably not going to get rid of it. And the only thing I can think of to try would be to do what they call a fast learn, which deletes all of the shift points, and then as after you drive it again after that, it should relearn them.
So when he starts driving again, though, remember in the manner in which you're driving it, because now the computer is learning your shift patterns in that case.
Yeah,
that's good. Kind of like a reset, if
sure.
you will. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
All right, cool. Thanks, Doug. Hopefully that helps you out, man.
All right. I have a 2019 Stingray non-Z51. I put a Corsa MPP exhaust and Corsa X-pipe on it. A week later, I noticed a fluttering sound coming from the passenger side exhaust valve, open or closed. Corsa Tech told me the GM had a bulletin out for the actuator motor making the noise and the fixes to cut off the legs on it. I had the dealer do it, but I still have the fluttering sound. Have you ever had this happen or have any thoughts? Paul. This is from Paul. I mean, I know the bulletin they're talking about, yes, the passenger side can rattle and cause a flutter. It's more of a rattling sound than a fluttering sound in the exhaust, the bulletin that they told you about. And yeah, you're supposed to take the rear valve off and cut two of the ears off and leave two of them on so it still works, but it was causing rattling noise. As far as the fluttering in the Corsa, never really heard of that. Don't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You did say he had the X-pipe.
Yeah,
and Corsa is probably the only aftermarket exhaust that I recommend. And yeah, hopefully he gets that rectified.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you watching the channel, Chuck. Thank you. Here's just a comment. Robert says, Rick, I would like to see a video for a C8 Corvette with the engine spotting after washing or driving in the rain. Any suggestion to avoid engine detailing each time? I actually alluded to something that I think if I can get hooked up with somebody that has ability to manufacture some silicone pieces parts, would avoid this. But they tell you not to take it through a car wash, but even when you're doing washing, and watch out for pollen season, stuff's going to get back there in that C8 engine because of the open vents on the side and the back window set up a little bit like that to let that heat out of there. So there's really nothing you can do, just your normal detailing. But when you open up your C8 engine hatch, just remember to push it up at second time, so you've got to open up as far as you can to make it easier to get in the car and into that back window. But that's one of the reasons I flipped my order from a coupe to a convertible. As much as I love seeing that thing back there, I don't want to have to deal with that every time. I just don't. So, but that's something we have to deal with. But you know, hey, we're in the mid-engine era, man. There we go. Right. What you got a novel over there? What is that?
Yeah. This one comes from Toronto, Canada.
All right.
Comes from Paul. Says he's got two questions on his new 2020 C8.
Okay.
Oh, Zeus Bronze, my favorite color.
I know, he loves that color. And he just prepped a Zeus Bronze. All the accessories that guy ordered, Pete in Florida, had the exposed carbon fiber ground effects. And I'm even more mad now that he didn't get them, that Chevy pulled that off because of supply availability. You put on the front grille pieces with Nate. Those pieces match the Zeus Bronze perfectly. Oh my God, those things are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
All right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, anyway, he says his first question, he's got two. My first question is, my car was manufactured during the week of September 7th, 2020. I'm a little concerned about the possibility of faulty valve spring. Is there anything I can do now before something bad happens? Could there be a problem without codes coming up, or will there always be codes if something wrong? I think I heard a slight tick in the engine, but I'm not sure. There's no way to tell if you've got bad valve springs or not. But let me tell you, when one breaks, you will know it. Not only will it have...
You can't go, hello, are you okay in there?
Yeah, no.
Just make sure you... no, it just...
The whole dash will light up like a Christmas tree, from service
Reduce engine power.
reduced engine to service transmission to all kind of stupid stuff.
Yeah. It'll be your favorite thing. It'll be a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a Christmas tree.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, but until it happens, you just don't know if you got bad valve springs or not. So. All right.
That's why you got a warranty, boys.
Yeah, that's why it comes with a warranty. Yep.
Yes, sir.
The second question is, the car sometimes launches ahead with a clunk when pulling away from being parked, as if the idle speed is too high, like the automatic transmission. Is this normal? After startup, the engine idles about 2,000 RPM. I think that's just the inherent characteristics of this new dual clutch system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a different animal to get used to.
When I'm putting stuff on some of the trucks, and I get up there and I stop for a second, I'm like, oh, okay, stop. And then all of a sudden I let my foot off the brake. All of a sudden it goes back a little bit. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I feel like I was in a stick shift.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, wait, hang on, yeah.
Well, no, and not only that, when you're driving at low speeds, they seem like they're lurchy and lungy, and it's just because of the dual clutch.
Sure. And sometimes, too, just like C7s, you'd have to let them warm up a little bit. You can't just start it and just take off.
No.
Just let them warm up, let everything cycle. You know, when you first start the car, RPM's up, like, let them come down, let her warm up, everything get going. Yep. This is a computer on wheels, more so than it ever has been.
Oh, yeah.
And more to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, get ready for that. Don't retire just yet. Yeah. We have electric cars coming, all-wheel drive coming. Come on, man. Yeah. I need you around for that.
I'm out.
Hey, that's going to be our show today. But before we go, again, just a big thank you for all your thoughtfulness towards Chuck and I, all the support. Taking the time to send these emails in. We really enjoy being here with you, but we're going to be changing up a few different things. The vlogs are going to continue. Great experiences, great information, great stories, lots of fun. I think we have more fun representing this car than anybody out there on YouTube. I think that's a fair statement. I really do. And I enjoy coming off with the creative type of things. I mean, even last Sunday's video, guys, with the turning radius. Yeah, I missed it. Somebody says, oh, well, Motor Trend did an article back, and so, okay, good for Motor Trend. But nobody showed me the circle. I want to see the circle of the turning radius. And I had the thing on the inside, and you guys got the idea. But the point being, we had fun in a creative way, letting you know that the turning radius is much tighter, very concise in the C8 Corvette. So those are things, if you haven't gotten your car yet, and I know many haven't, that you can look forward to. So
I got one more question.
Always got one more question. I'm wrapping it up.
That everybody's probably going to be interested in.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
This comes from Jim.
Why don't you smack me? I'm like closed and everything. I'm almost done.
This comes from Jim.
Okay.
Says, hey guys, love you both. Watch your channel for every video. Wish I had ordered from you. I should get mine in December. Is there an advantage to having 2 quarts of transmission fluid added if you're not going to the track?
Actually, I get that question a lot.
Yeah, no, there is no advantage. The only reason that the car has enough transmission fluid in it for normal and spirited driving. Yeah. If you're going on the track and pitching it from side to side into turn hard, the fluid runs away from everything. That's why they want you to put 2 more quarts in, so that it don't run far enough away that it starves the transmission. If you're not going to track the car, there's no advantage. If you're going to track the car, you have to have it.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a track prep PDF. If you go to CorvetteConti.com and over, I've got 2021 order tracking page in there. There's a track for 2021 Corvettes, because now everyone's starting to focus on that. I used to keep it on the 20 page, but go on the 2021 page. Track prep PDF is there. And here's the other thing. If you said, well, I want to put it in there anyways. It's not like you drive into the service department and see him and he just goes like this and just pours it in.
No.
Let him know what you got to do to put that in.
Yeah, to put them 2 quarts of transmission fluid in, you have to disassemble the whole trunk and rear area of the car to get to the fill plug of the transmission.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming, and so, yeah, unless you're tracking it, there's no advantage whatsoever.
No, and that's on the customer. They got to pay for that.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's on the customer, yes.
Okay. All right, you guys, thanks again. Now we're going to wrap it. Now we're going to show off some great-looking cars that we call your beautiful rides. Thank you again for everything. Happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll involve Chuck in the vlogs as much as possible. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yep, thanks, guys. You guys, too. Enjoyed it.
better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one. And I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, when your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red. Till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you